everyone, it's me, Kida, and for today's video we are going to be doing an unboxing and review of Kida from Atlantis, the newest 17-inch limited edition Disney doll. I still can't believe she actually happened. Like, who would have thought this 10 years ago, that we would actually get a Kida doll? It's incredible. I really hope we get a classic doll to go with her, or a smaller designer doll, but I will take what I can get. And this is probably the best case scenario. And she was made, there are 9,600 of this doll in the world. I'm pretty sure she's still in stock, at least on the US Disney Store website. So if you're interested in this doll and you happen to be able to afford her, within the next couple of weeks, she'll probably still be up. I can't recommend her enough, even if you're just going to leave her in the box. Look how incredible. So excited. Atlantis is a very special Disney movie for me because when I was a kid, I was very anti-anything girly, and that included anything Disney for some reason in my head. But Atlantis was different because my brother and I absolutely loved this movie. It was one of the first movies I actually remember watching because it came out in 2001, and I was born in 1999, so I don't know, maybe in like 2002 or 2003, me and my brother were watching it or something. And I had the dolls. I had Milo and Kida, and I remember playing with them with my brother, and I had the little necklace. I think it came with Kida, I don't remember, and I had like Happy Meal toys. I think they were from McDonald's. If they're not, sorry, I was like 2 or 3. I was 3. Anyway, I'm so excited. So, let's get her out of the box. I'll be right back. My God. I got number 88. That's the lowest number by a lot that I've ever gotten. Cool. Sorry, I didn't check it yet. I was gonna record this part just to show, like, if I got a cool number, and I did. Usually I don't. Wow. Okay, I am currently cutting her out of the box. If you are, like, new to these, or if you're new to unboxing them, the way I do it to be as careful as possible is if I see any, like, little ties, I'll cut them, but not with these types of scissors. I need to go get my actual shears. And then you untie all of these in the back. So I'll be right back. Every time I open these on camera, people like criticize the way I open them. Like, get your own doll and enjoy your hobby more. Who cares how I open her? Anyway, I'll be right back. I have been collecting the limited edition dolls for 4 years now, and I have to say that this doll is probably the best one. I think this one, Voyager Moana, and Sax Cinderella are the best ones. And I haven't even, like, gotten into all the details yet. I'm completely speechless. I am in love with this new face mold that they gave her. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and it looks just like the character. And if you're one of the people who had the Mattel doll like I did, it's fine, but this is, like, wow. It looks so pretty. Her hair, I think, is nylon, which is new. I feel like they usually use saran, but I really like it. The color is right. It is super soft and beautiful, and it took the hairstyle really well. I know a lot of people aren't super into the way that they did the hair. Like, I've seen a lot of people fixing it, but honestly, I think it looks amazing, and I'm not a hairstylist, so it's gonna stay just like this. And it is layered in the back. I think it's really pretty. And don't worry, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show her to you in better detail, so I know the lighting's kind of a mess. I think I wore the wrong color today. She has so many metal details, and then the plastic details have this really fantastic metallic finish, and gems and the fabric and trims they chose are so luxurious, and this big faux fur poof here. There's a metal bracelet right here. There's so many chains, and just, oh my God. She's so cool. And look at this cape thing. It's like a half cape. And all the embroidery. This doll is seriously impressive. People have been saying a lot lately that the Disney, like, LEs are turning, like, into trash, and they're so low quality, and they've gone so downhill, and I just don't know what they're talking about. Like, I don't see it. It's fine if you're one of those people who can't take off nostalgia blinders, but, like, you're just wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around now. I have 2 criticisms, and maybe I'm just not looking at it correctly, so I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. So she comes with a waist-hugging stand, which is fine, but her dress actually has a train on it, so I decided to put her on a different stand, and now I can see why, because, you know, she's just floating here, but the dress isn't training. Like, this is supposed to be like a light train, I'm pretty sure, but in the box she was displayed with it under her feet, which is definitely not right. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but looking past that, and again, that might not be a design thing, that just might be a I'm confused thing. This doll is just exquisite. She comes with this staff. Sorry, forgot the word for staff. And this is a really nicely molded piece. It has this like chert looking material down to this. It's all plastic, but you know, it's made to look like rock. And then this is supposed to be all wrapped in fabric. This is a little crook for it to hold. And then it has a big heavy rock on the bottom that's tied on. And then it also has this little charm thing on it. So cool. And she can hold it pretty easily too with, I don't remember which hand she was holding it on in the box, but you know, she can hold it pretty well. All right, looking past that, let's look at the doll. Again, her face is just unreal. I can't believe how well done this face is, especially considering they're probably never going to use it again, but gosh, it turned out amazing. Look at the eye paint, and the eyelashes are really nice and fitting of the character. I love the little face symbols. Just everything's done so well, and I really like the lip color that they chose as well. She has one earring, and it feels like possibly, yeah, it's metal. It's cold to the touch. Very, very nice piece. And then her necklace, of course, that's a very important detail. I think it's actually kind of small here, but it could just be because on doll scale things are normally bigger. This is probably the size it actually is supposed to be on her neck, and it's kind of a jade color. It's a little greener. It glows blue in the movie, but it's inert here. I would like to have seen them actually make it light up, but they don't normally do anything electronic with the dolls, so it's fine. But the original one lit up. And then there's her little hair tie. It looks like an actual, just like a hair tie that I use in my hair. But, you know, it's accurate. It looks good. The hair is really, really difficult to capture on camera. I'm sorry. But it is like a pure white color. The original Kida doll's hair is kind of blonde for some reason. So it's kind of nice to see much more accurate hair color here. And I think it complements her skin tone and the colors of the outfit much more. Getting to the outfit, I am in love with the color story they're telling here. It's so nice. In the movie, her outfit runs a little bluer, but here they've gone with like an indigo to purple, and it looks amazing with the gold accents and all of the different jewelry pieces. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go with her cape first, just because I'm gonna like try to go from the outer layer inward. So this is her little cape thing. I don't really know what to call it. I'm sorry. I'm not like a fashion term person, but this is how it works, and it's just on one side, and then the other side is just draping down. And if we move the camera down, we can see that it's actually a gradient, which is pretty cool, and I think it's double layered. Yeah, so it's 2 layers of what I think is chiffon, and it looks fantastic. Really, really nice. I know it looks slightly like it might be patterned on camera, but that's just a trick of the light, I promise. It's not understanding how to handle that. It's beautiful. And I think the gradient, it's so subtle, but it looks so good. And it, again, has like a bluish purple color, and then it attaches to her hand with this little rubber band, so you can like stretch it off her hand, and then it can just hang loose. Looks a little weird because of that, so it's better to just leave it on. And it's super pretty, so I would just leave it on anyway. Oh, and it's tied on with just a simple gross grain satin ribbon. She has this shoulder pad thing, a pauldron, and it's really impressive. Look at that. So cool. I love all the hints to the movie, and the rhinestones are really cool too. I wanted to zoom in on the armor a little closer because I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the mask that represents her dad at the end of the movie, which is so cool. And I just wanted to show you all of these intricate details on the molds. Whoever sculpted these did such a phenomenal job. They look amazing. And again, just sneaking in little references to the movie like this, and such a meaningful one for the character too, is just mwah, masterpiece. Beautiful. There's that necklace up close as well. And these are fantastic. Like, they have a really nice brilliance to them. Like, they bounce a lot of colors. They're really, really amazing. And just look at the details. She almost reminds me of Yzma with the amount of really, really cool, and I don't mean anything other than like how much fun the designers had with her. I think same with Yzma, the designers knew that this was never going to happen again, so they really went hard and made sure that we got a really, really cool representation of the character, and I'm so grateful for it because it turned out amazing. Like, this doll is incredible. Look at those details. And then she has these metal chains coming off of there, and they attach. They're just kind of sewn onto the side of the outfit. That's kind of a strange choice, because now you can't take this off unless you unsew those, but with the limited edition dolls, they're not really made, so you can take anything off of them, so I understand. I'll give it a pass. Her top is, I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just going to show you. It's kind of like a wrap top, and then each piece is its own, so this part separates when it goes under. And so you get a little peek of her chest. It looks really good. And then the other chain, as you guys know, attaches on the side over there. And then if we move down, we can see the skirt. The skirt is super tight, so I really wanted to put her on this other stand that I was talking about earlier. That is a saddle stand, but it was really hard to get it in there because of how tight this skirt is. So I'm assuming that's why they went with this stand, but that messes with the skirt. Like the way the skirt is supposed to train out. At least I think it's supposed to train out, but I can't tell. The skirt design is amazing. I love the embroidery that they used. Like, it looks so good, and all of the little rhinestones as well. So cool. And then just the construction of this piece is really impressive, and everything does continue on to the back. It's just beautiful. All the different layers and intricacies to the design. It's so pretty. I didn't snip this. There is a tie there. I wanted it to stay right here instead of flopping around, but you can snip that if you want. And then you get more of the skirt showing. The bottom is very reminiscent of a lot of the imagery in the movie. This pattern here, it's so cool. When she does that, you know, at the end, you know. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's really good. And here's all of the rhinestones. They look amazing. The one thing I will say, though, is that all these rhinestones, they kind of show through. And since the dress is kind of open, it looks a little strange. But it's not really a bad thing, because she could just, like, have polka dots inside if she wanted to. It's not a big deal. But, and maybe this is just my doll's skirt. I can't... So, it's supposed to be open like this. These are supposed to be, like, just like that. But the back, I can't get to sit any sort of way. It seems like it's supposed to be like this, right? Like a mermaid cut, but it won't stay. But maybe that's because she's floating. Actually, no, I get it. It's a mermaid cut. That makes more sense. So that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. Mine's not wanting to sit that way, but it's probably because I have her, you know, levitating. And then she has these two metal rings here. She also, I forgot to show you guys earlier, she has another metal detail up here. These 3 bracelets are all metal. These are plastic, but they have that, like, metal finish on them. And then on the other side, we have that bracelet. Or bracer, I would say, on this one. And then underneath the bracer is actually this, like, it's actually a little armband that they've put the bracer on over, and then it has the fluff on top so that it, you know, it looks really good. Really, really cool. So we've reached the end of the review. This doll is fantastic. I think this is one that any Disney limited edition collector can't skip. Truly, I don't think they're going to make another limited edition Kida. I don't think they're going to make another Kida doll in general, if I'm being honest. I really hope that they do, but realistically, the chances of it are quite slim. I'm so grateful that we got one. And the edition size on this doll is absolutely massive, so I think everybody that wants her is going to be able to get her, which is wonderful. I don't think she's going to be going for ludicrous prices anytime soon, which, again, is awesome. I prefer the dolls be less limited so that more people can get a hold of them, and they're not as much of, like, they're not as coveted. I don't know. I just prefer when everybody can have the dolls, and that's what's going on with Kida here. She's incredible. I love that they took a relatively tame approach by using kind of, you know, her standard outfit, but really spicing it up. And that's why I really love the 17-inch limited edition dolls. I love the designer dolls too, but the designer dolls tend to be, like, really wild and out there, while these tend to be very similar to the original outfit with some cool details added in. And this doll's awesome. This doll is so cool. I really love the color story that they picked. The new face mold is phenomenal, and just every detail is exquisite. I can't believe that we got this doll. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited, because for years I've been trying to get this one, and I did get her, I think, 2 years ago. Maybe it was either 2020 or 2019. I finally got a hold of her because I had her as a kid, so I really wanted to get her again. And I don't have her outfit, so that was always really frustrating to me. But now this doll can just rest. She can just be as she is. If I ever complete her, that's fine. But this is the superior Kida doll, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have her. And I'm so grateful to have my original one too, of course, because, like, I had this doll as a kid, so she's extremely nostalgic to me. But, you know, like, this doll is amazing. And this is why I love the Disney limited edition and designer dolls so much, because we get to see these characters reimagined or just imagined at all. And it's just so exciting for me as somebody who loves dolls and loves these characters and loves these movies. It's just really incredible to own, like I have her, you know, and I can pose her and I can take pictures of her and I can look at her, and it's just, it brings me so much joy. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this doll. I would love to know what you think of her and like what your favorite detail is, or if you would have done one, is there any detail you would have added that you think they missed? I would love to hear it. In my pipe dream, I would have loved for Milo to be included too in some way, but I know that the male dolls don't sell as well, so there's no way they would have done one from a movie like Atlantis, since they don't even do like the mainline Disney princes very often. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching for all this time. Bye!